Movies about friendship have been around as long as movies themselves, and this summer's been no different. Pixar, Quentin Tarantino, even the Fast and Furious franchise has brought stories about friends bickering, making amends, and the different ways we're there for each other, even if it's while taking down terrorists at an abandoned nuclear plant.
Oh, there he is. I got him. No, I got him.
Now, in the dog days of summer, we have a much smaller movie that may out-friendship all of them. And that's what we're talking about on this week's Screen Test. The Peanut Butter Falcon is a modern retelling of the classic and familiar Huckleberry Finn story, but it shouldn't be dismissed on those terms of familiarity alone. Set in the high weeds, steady streams, and bayous of the southeastern USA, the movie is a soulful yarn about the promises we make to ourselves, the promises we make to each other, and the unexpected results of an unexpected connection.
Oh, yeah!
Zack Gottsagen is also Zack in the movie. He's a man with Down syndrome with the dream of becoming a wrestler. Shia LaBeouf, meanwhile, is Tyler, a fisherman with a tragic past that the movie spends just the right amount of time delving into. Desperation eventually drives Zack and Tyler together, and it also keeps them together. But Peanut Butter Falcon really begins to soar when they realize just how much they can help each other as they remain out of sight of multiple pursuers on their tail.
That's what he wants to do with the rest of his life.
Yes, it is.
This friendship is delightful to watch play out. It's never over-sentimental and never too hokey either, but it's also subtly nuanced. This movie is the debut for its directors, Tyler Nilson and Michael Schwartz. They also happen to be the ones who wrote the screenplay, and it's clear their priority was keeping the core friendship consistently believable and grounded. And LaBeouf and Gottsagen are more than up to the task. It feels like they've been off-screen friends forever.
Hey, what's rule number 1?
Party?
No, not party.
The tender charm they're able to create is as palpable as the mud streaked on their faces when Tyler begins to train Zack on his way to creating a wrestling alter ego, the Peanut Butter Falcon.
Falcon! Peanut Butter Falcon!
But their chemistry also charges the movie's slower moments, ones of reflection and recognition. Some other bits of the story eventually falter a little bit in the second half of the movie, but the warmth from this strong central pairing still shines through to the end.
I've spent the last 2 years.
Dakota Johnson's also in the movie. She plays Eleanor, the caretaker at the assisted living home where Zack is forced to stay and who must eventually find him when he escapes. If Tyler is the world-weary nomad without a home, and Zack the ever-optimist who can make a home wherever he goes, Eleanor is the voice of reason, the one insisting on rules and on home being where people other than yourself say it must be. But even you can get the sense that she really doesn't believe that herself. Of course, she can't convince the boys, and she eventually joins them on their journey.
Yeah, all right, well, while you've been doing paperwork, we've been doing something called living. Ain't that right, bud?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
The pair then becomes a trio of people, learning from and teaching and looking out for one another. By the time the credits roll on the Peanut Butter Falcon after a brisk 95 or so minutes, the movie shows us where companionship can take us when companionship is the last thing we thought we needed. For the Ken's 5 Screen Test, I'm David Lynch. You can find a full written review of the Peanut Butter Falcon on kens5.com/screentest.
It's time for us to go back now.
We could be a family.
Friends are the family you choose.